What's up, YouTube? Today I am making the wheels on my brand new van black while I talk to you guys. Oh, and the brakes red. I'm probably going to catch a lot of backlash from this because I'm just painting them. I've always just painted. I love it because it's easy to touch up. These have some curb rash, and they do make a Pacifica van with black wheels. It's the Type S, and they're the same wheels as these. So I'm going to make mine black. I've just finished cleaning them up. I'm going to show you how I tape them off, or, you know, mark off the tire so no paint gets on it. I know you're going to say something. I used duct tape, but I was just in a hurry. Anything that touched the disc is going to rub off anyway. And you can't really see it too much back there. It's clean. It's taped off enough. Yeah, it's going to look good. Behind the black wheels with red brakes. I got the other side. I'm only going to show you this side. It's a gunmetal gray van, so it's going to look real good with black rims and red brakes. So, and then I'm also going to talk about once my ad's posted and I'm getting people that are inquiring. How to handle the questions. And just above all, how to stay polite with people. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing this while I talk to you guys. Alright, the easiest way to do this is get you some flashcards. They'll go down in between there, and it's a lot easier than taping. Got a whole pack of these bad boys. And I'm doing black, so it really doesn't even matter. It wears off tires quick anyway. But yeah, you can paint down here. So I sold the truck, the red truck with the plow. I got a couple messages, and the biggest thing you have to do when dealing with people, especially people that are trying to get the best deal, people that are trying to batter you down, trying to say things are wrong, this, that, this, that. You have already done your research and you've already priced it at what you know is fair. So no matter what they say, and unless you lied about it, no matter what they say, it's worth what you're asking. Just always stay polite. I can't stress that enough, because there are times when you'll get offended and you'll say something and you potentially blew a sale. Like, I've had people say dumb stuff and I just say no thanks with an exclamation point, and the next day they'll come back. Alright, well, how about this? And then we'll end up making a deal. Very seldomly, I really don't get rude with people. I just, I know what I'm selling, I know what it's worth, so I stick to it. But you're going to have, the people like from video 1 asking you, will you take this, will you take that, will you take this, and it's all $1,000 under what you're asking, or more than what you want to come down. Just politely say no thanks. If you're getting a lot of messages, all you got to say is, I've got a lot of interest, no one's come to see it yet. Stuff like that. And you're trying to get them to come to your house to look at it, because if it's clean like we clean it, and it's running good and there's nothing majorly wrong, if you get them here, they're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it. It's as simple as that. So yeah, just sometimes dealing with people is frustrating, but you gotta do it because they're handing you money. You know what I mean? They're literally handing you money. So be happy. You're going to deal with people that are rude. You're going to deal with people that say rude and dumb things. But just deal with it, man. Don't let it bother you. Let's see. And if you want, if you want to get somebody that's truly interested in your car to get here faster, you could say, I've got a lot of interest. People are really starting to message me. And if you get a real low offer, all you gotta say is, no, I've had an offer for this amount. You know, make something up. Make up how much you want. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. So, like I had, gosh, 30 offers on that truck before anyone came and looked at it. And that gets annoying because 60% of people you talk to aren't even really interested, and they're not going to show up. They're just wasting your time. You have to discern which people those are too. Otherwise you can waste a lot of time just talking to Joe Blow who isn't even really interested in buying your car. He's just asking questions. You can tell the serious people from the not serious people, because they're usually the ones that don't sit there and ask you a million questions. They ask you where you're located, stuff like that. You know, and on Facebook Market, like it's so popular now, don't go giving everybody your address. Only give them your, like, I'll have people say, what's your address? I'll ask them, when are you, you know, when do you want to see it? They'll say tomorrow. I'll tell them, you know, message me tomorrow when you're, just tell them you live, you know, in the town you live in. Like I'll say I'm in Coopersville. What time do you want to see it tomorrow? And then they tell you, you know, whatever time. Tell them when you're ready to come this way, message me, I'll send you my address. Otherwise, you will be sending 50 people your address, and 40 of them have no interest in coming to your house. Stay polite, that's number one, because I've sold to people that I never would have thought they were gonna buy, and they do. And I mean, they've completely annoyed me. But I just say no thank you. People ask, is this available? Yes, it is. Exclamation point. Don't say yup. Don't say, you know, just yes. Say yes it is. Exclamation point. Act excited. Act happy. Act like an adult. Because people want to buy cars from adults. I hate when I ask it, you know, is this available? And someone just says yup. I'll then go look at their profile, and I've already then decided, do I even want to buy from this person? I cannot emphasize enough, don't give your address out to a million people. Please. You know, you tell them this town you live in, that's enough. And if they say I can come right now, boom, shoot your address. And always be clear to people if they say, you know, I can't, if it's Tuesday, they say, oh, I can't make it out till Friday. Let's do Friday at 5 o'clock. All right, Friday is perfect. But message me first. Make sure it's still available, you know, and I'll send you my address. And then sometimes I'm like, what, you're not going to hold it? Well, no, I'm not going to hold it. I don't know who you are. I can't hold it. I kind of just need the money. I'm only selling it because I need the money. So I guess whoever comes here first with money, I have to sell it at that time. Thank you though. They may get offended and just not message you back. Or, you know, if you don't sell it by Friday, they pop up, hey, it's me again, I'm ready to come your way. Boom, you made a sale, you know. But yeah. And then as far as, you know, people asking a million questions, try to be quick, be honest, don't go offering too much information. Only answer questions people are asking. Don't just volunteer a bunch of information. You might say something that someone doesn't like, you know, or say this happened, or you repaired this, or this broke, it's been fixed. You'll be surprised, guys. Some people don't like that stuff. So just only answer the questions people ask. Like when they say you're talking to somebody, they show up, you're showing them the car, say, hey, how's it going? You know, hand them the key, let them start the car. Let them look at the car, just stand back. You know, it's okay to keep a conversation and be polite, but don't just blah, 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 because then you're painting their picture. Keep your mouth shut, stand back. They ask you a question, answer it, obviously, but let them paint their own picture. That's huge. I never just sit there and talk. They ask to drive the car, I hand them the key, they take off in it, I go back in the house, I tell them, you know what, drive it as long as you need to. I let them just do their own thing. You want to sell more cars, just be quiet, answer the questions they ask. Simple. Alright, I'm going to show you guys what the painter told me. And it does work. To get less runs, especially when you got wheels with a lot of hidden inside corners and just crap. It works on bumpers, it works on anything that's got a lot of edges and dips and stuff you gotta paint. Say you're trying to paint it, you paint the whole thing and then you spray it in there trying to get the paint on this line. Now you made a run there because you already painted that. I'll paint my edges first. Always do all your inside edges first. That way you don't have so much buildup on the outside. Just seriously though, just so you know, this is the best paint ever. This satin, I never get gloss because it shows every imperfection. I got some curb rash. Never get flat just because it looks dirty when it's dry. It'll get chalky. This satin, 2 times coverage, Rust-Oleum. God, this stuff's my favorite paint in the world. I've painted plastics on the sides of cars with it. It goes on so good. I love this stuff. Swear by it. And just take your time. You ain't in no race to get these things covered. The less runs you got, the more smooth it goes in, the better. Sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate and talk at the same time here. Let's get all these. These are gonna look good, guys, I swear. I've never done wheels this nice before. It kind of took a lot out of me to actually make the decision to paint these wheels. That Pacific Type S is the sweetest minivan I've ever seen. It's actually the one I saw that made me make my decision to go out and buy a brand new van. Cam sold his dirt bike. Sold it for 600 bucks. So he made 300 bucks off that bad boy. Proud of the kid. Maddox obviously sold his. He finally bought a Sunday BMX bike. So that's cool. He's got something he can ride around. Oh, he actually sold his GoPed too. I don't know if I told you guys. He ended up selling the GoPed. He sold his dirt bike, then sold the GoPed, made some money. Now he bought the newest edition Sunday BMX bike. So he's happy. Cam's thinking about buying a BMX too. Who knows what he's gonna end up doing. I debated whether I wanted to keep that center cap silver. I think it would look almost like a cop car if I did. I don't want to do that. See, there's some curb rash right there. This 2 times coverage paint, it sprays at any angle. It's the most amazing paint I've ever seen. I've used a bunch of different colors. On my KB Motors logo, you can see the Passat that's got the turquoise wheels. That was this 2x covers. They have hundreds of colors. Always get the satin though. If you're doing wheels, in my opinion, I think the satin looks the best. It's just a nice low gloss color. I'll show you. Alright, so that's first coat of black. We'll go through. These been drying for a bit. Now how do you think these red brakes are going to look behind there? Ooh-wee. Loving it. Literally when you see through the brim, you only see this part. So you really just got to make sure you do a real good job on this part. Go to this side. I'll bet you I'm probably one of the only people in the United States that's already painted these wheels black since this van's only come out a year and a half ago. Oh well. Because what I'm doing is I'm going to buy a set of 20-inch rims for these. For like some black BBS style wheels. 20s maybe a little bigger. But these wheels here that I'm painting, I've got a set of Blizzaks winter tires in my basement that I'm going to be putting on them. So these are strictly going to be winter rims from here on out. I've been looking for a while. I still haven't been able to decide which ones I want yet. But when I do, I'm pulling the trigger. We'll go to the other side. First coat's somewhat dry. I want you to show them these rims. Like right here where it's about dry, that's the finish right there. That's the finish I like. It's not too shiny, but it's not flat either. And it goes on, this paint goes on so smooth and it looks so good. Just wait till you see them on the van with the red brakes behind them. It's going to look good, even though I did tape it off with duct tape. I was in a hurry. I didn't want to run and grab more tape. Like I said, anything that gets on that rotor is going to rub off anyway. And as long as I don't just get wild and spray all up in there, it's not going to look like crap. I've already shown you my tips and tricks. I spray the inside corners first. Just make sure I get good coverage. And then now after your first coat, you want to just go through and really spray the spots you missed, you know. Just make sure you get a good coat on all of it. I'll go around the whole outside. Do all that. Yeah, I can't believe, I never thought there'd be a day when I'd be trying to make my minivan look cooler. Anybody that knows me knows I've never driven normal cars. If I got something that's normal, I'm at least painting the wheels black. Like, I just don't drive normal cars. I gotta have something cool on it, you know, something that says me, my personality. But yeah, you just want to go through, make sure you got good coverage, keep your can back a ways, make sure you get all the little cavities, just get everything one more time. Because you don't want to get it on there and then notice you missed a spot. So yeah, where was I? Pretty much that's that. You know, just when you're selling a car to somebody, be polite, answer their questions, do not lie or cover things up. That gives all us guys that buy and sell cars or, you know, do this just a bad name. People already don't like buying from wheeler dealers because that's what they're trying to avoid, is somebody that's gonna lie. Like, be honest, you know what I mean? People are still gonna buy it. If you got it cheap enough and say it needs tires or it needs brakes, like, if you got it cheap enough, you can sell it cheap enough to where they think they're getting a deal, they can fix it themselves. You know? You're gonna sell it. Like, biggest thing is don't lie about stuff. But yeah, key is when you're talking to people, just like when you're buying, you're trying to get people to say, yes, come on over right now, let you come over first. Because if something's on there cheap, there's 30 people messaging on it. You're trying to get them to come first, you know what I mean? Make sure they know you got a lot of interest. It's gonna sell if they don't come now. If they want to test drive it, they're gonna leave their car here anyway, and generally whoever they brought with them. So there's no need to ride with them, make them feel weird, let them go, check the car out by themselves so they feel comfortable, so they feel like they got to see everything. Because if you're with them in the car, you know, they're not gonna slam on the brakes in your car with you in it. They're not gonna accelerate like how I buy my cars, you know. I said I take my hands off the wheel, I accelerate, I take my hands off the wheel and I brake. I take off fast. I try to feel that transmission shift into second gear. I'll stop at a stop sign, take off fast. I won't go 100 in their car, but I will, you know, get it up to 55, 60 as fast as I can, just to see, you know, how it does, how it shifts. Be friendly, don't just gab, you know, you can tell, like I'll talk to them about my kids and baseball and stuff like that, but as far as the car, let them form their own opinion. Don't try to, you know, obviously paint the picture that it's a good, reliable car, but don't try too hard because then they're going to look at you like a used car dealer and they're going to get spooked, and a lot of people will bail. It's about empty. I'm going to switch it up. You can see I like my 2x coverage paint. I'm going to save this can for like touch-ups. And then say this stuff cleans really well. Say I bump a curb and I scrape some off. Literally, I'll wipe it down and I'll quick touch it up and just give it a quick coat and it's back to new. Yeah, could have sent these out and paid $300, $350 to have them powder coated, but it's a daily driver. We drive it every day with our kids. We're everywhere with it. I paid $350 and I bump a curb. You can't just touch up powder coat. I know you guys are going to give me hell. Some are going to say it's janky to just paint them with paint, but for me personally, I've done it a lot and I like it. This paint lasts. Once it's dry, you can wash the car and wipe them. It doesn't scratch, it comes clean. It's durable, it doesn't flake off. I've never had it flake off on me. Pimping out the minivan. Facebook's the most popular platform right now for buying and selling. Craigslist is dying. It used to be great. It was my go-to. Facebook Market has literally taken the world by storm. You want to find a car and you want to find a car fast, go to Facebook Market. You want to sell a car fast, go to Facebook Market. I've gone on Letgo. I personally don't like Letgo. I don't think a lot of people use it. Some people do though. You can find a deal on there. A lot of younger kids use it. So you can, you know, buy a car cheap on there that needs a little work that a kid don't want to fix. But Letgo is also available. Craigslist is still available, but you're going to be paying to post that ad. Facebook Market, I can't tell you enough. Facebook Market. But what I was getting at is the people you're talking to can click on your Facebook profile. They can see your pictures. They can see who you are, essentially. They can see family members. You know, as much as I hate saying it, the world is full of predators. Do not just give your address out to anybody and everybody. It's sad that we live in a world like that, but it's the truth. Keep your family safe. Keep yourself safe. Yeah, please don't give out your address. And also, when you're talking to people and you're seeing who's going to be coming to your house, or not even with cars, like I buy tools. I bought this compressor off Facebook Market. If you're meeting people at gas stations, always meet people in a populated area, in a lit up area. You look at their profile, because I'm telling you right now, if you're going to do this, you're going to be doing it on Facebook Market, or you won't be successful. That's the platform to use right now. It's wildfire right now. The cars are updated every 2 minutes. I can just go there and I can hit cars and trucks, and they've got a filter now that says see newest post, posted the soonest. And every 5 minutes you're going to have 10 more cars. That's how popular it is. I'm going to be honest, I haven't even been to Craigslist in a while. I got mad when I saw they started charging. I don't even use them. Like, how are they going to start charging, especially once Facebook starts taking over and nobody even used it to begin with anymore? There are still people paying, but I guess I should go there. I'm excluding myself from certain cars, but most cars you see on Facebook Market are on there too. When you sell the car, my dad's a stickler for this, and I never listened, but I just got burned. Make sure they fill out the titles. And I almost recommend take a picture of the title filled out. Just keep that picture. I traded a moped for a Lincoln Welder last summer. I just got a letter in the mail that says it's been abandoned. It had to get towed. It's been being stored for 3 months, and they informed me that it's going to go to auction unless I go pick it up. And if it doesn't sell for more than the cost of towing and storage, I'm going to get a bill. So I actually have to go down there and prove that I got rid of it. I thank God, Facebook Market, you can go back to your conversations. I got the conversation of the guy meeting me, getting the moped. I've got the registration. I've got what I need to cover my tracks. I didn't think I did, but I have a picture of it on my phone that I thought I didn't have. So if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have been able to prove that I sold it to him, and I would have ended up paying, that moped's probably going to sell for $300. It was a lowered, stretched. We did it for my son last year. I cut it in half, I stretched it, lowered it, made it cool for him, like a ruckus style moped. Ended up selling it over the winter because it was just taking up too much space in my garage. And sure enough, the guy freaking abandons it or does something to it, and now I'm gonna have to pick up the bill. Keep proof that you sold it. I know a lot of people aren't gonna listen to me. I didn't listen to my dad for a long time, but you want to keep proof, because say this car is involved in a crime, or something stupid happens, or it gets abandoned, it's still in your name. Say, yup, you handed them the title, you signed it over, but they took that title, put it in their room, left that car somewhere. You get a letter saying you abandoned that car, and you try to tell them, no, I sold that car. They're going to say, do you have proof that you sold that car? They're going to think you're lying. And even if they think you're telling the truth, they're still going to tell you, you have to pay the bill, unless you can prove to me this person bought it. But if you filled out the title and they have it in their room, you get a hold of them, and they're going to be like, no, I don't have the title, I don't know what you're talking about. Even if you have a conversation with them, you're going to end up paying that bill. So cover your tracks. You cannot trust anybody. Make sure you get proof. Even if you just get a receipt, make them sign a receipt that they bought it from you that day. Keep that. Then they can get in trouble for not registering it into their name. Do that. These are all things I'm trying to tell you. that you're going to encounter when buying and selling cars or selling your car. You're going to deal with good people, you're going to deal with bad people. Like the red truck with the plow. I just sold it the other day. Well, day before yesterday or yesterday. I don't know anymore. Old man came by, he only wants it to plow his driveway, you know. He said he's probably never even going to register it. He's going to park it in his barn and he's going to use it to plow his driveway in the winter and pull a trailer, and that's it. So there you go. That old man goes and gets stuck in a ditch and leaves that thing there. It'll still be in my name because he's never going to go register it. He's only going to use it for his property. Say he drinks a couple beers. He's an old man, you know, but you never know. Say he drinks a couple beers, takes the truck out, crashes it in a ditch, leaves the scene of the accident. Next thing you know, the cops are knocking on my door saying, hey, your truck was in the ditch. How did it get there? And I'm like, no, I sold it. You know, criminals are going to tell the cops, I sold it. I don't know what you mean. They're going to want to see proof. I can give you a million different instances. Cover your tracks, cover your butt when selling to people. The nicest man could be the one that burns you. If when they hand you money, always count the money right then and there. Because I've actually had somebody hand me $100 less, and if I wouldn't have counted it, they'd have been gone. Count. They hand you the money before you put their name on that title. Count the money out, and then fill out the title. To cover your tracks, you could actually ask for their ID and write that down. Some people are actually going to say, well, I want to put it in my wife's name. I don't want to sign it right now. These are the people that are trying to flip the car to make more money, or who knows what they're doing. But they want to leave it and take it without it actually signed into anyone's name. You're signed off of it, but their information's not on there. I strongly advise, as cool and nice as you want to be, don't do that. It'll burn you. So if they're like, well, I don't want to put it in my name, I'm going to put it in my wife's name, then you need to say, all right, well, I'm going to put the date on there, I'm going to put the miles on there, and I want you to at least write her name in the printed. She can sign it in the signature line, but print her name and address. Take a picture of it. That's all the proof you need right there. As long as you can make a copy somewhere down the road, you're safe. And then when they leave, you sold the car. You go right back to step one, man. Get on there, find the deal, go get the deal, clean it up, fix the little things, post it, make money, repeat. It's freaking awesome. All my bills are paid. I'm a whole month ahead. I still have 2 cars to sell, so all that money is just going to get rolled and rolled and rolled and turned into more. What we turn? We turned $900 into $3,900 at this point. Just sold the red truck, haven't sold those 2, but you know, I'm just going to keep rolling it. And bills keep getting paid. I'm happy. But I really appreciate you watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. Please remember, like, share, subscribe, because this channel is nothing without you guys. That's why I appreciate every view you guys give me, every comment. I love it. I thrive on it. I want to do more things. I want to do bigger things. I am putting some of my money towards cooler projects, cooler things for you guys. I want to get into doing some really cool things. So please continue to watch, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, share the channel. And there's big things coming to this channel. I'm not going to stop making videos. I'm going to make them at least 1 to 2 videos a week. It's what I like to do. I would be out here doing this anyway. I might as well be sharing some knowledge that I have stored in my head with you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.